Never smile when you look at someone you love. It sounds cruel, doesn't it? Almost impossible. But there's a hidden psychological reason behind this one rule that most people never understand. And once you do, you will never look at love, attraction, or relationships the same way again. Because the moment you smile too easily, too often, too obviously at someone you love, you are quietly giving away something you can never take back. And by the end of this video, you will understand exactly what that is, why it changes everything, and how the people who master this one skill end up being the ones who are loved the deepest, chased the hardest, and respected the most. Stay till the end, because point number 4 is the one that most people discover far too late, after the damage is already done. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, this is the space where we break down the psychology of love, attraction, and human connection. The real mechanics behind why people fall in love, why they pull away, and why some relationships thrive while others quietly fall apart. No fairy tales, no sugarcoating, just the truth about how emotional dynamics actually work. If that's the kind of content you need in your life, hit subscribe right now, because we release videos like this every single week, and you do not want to miss what's coming next. Now, let's get into it. The first reason is this: constant smiling removes mystery, and mystery is the fuel of desire. Think about it. Desire is built on the unknown, on the small gap between what someone shows you and what they actually feel. The moment you smile at everything, react to everything, and let your face broadcast every emotion instantly, you close that gap completely. There's nothing left to wonder about. There's nothing left to earn. Psychologically, human beings do not chase certainty. They chase the possibility of something they're not fully sure they have yet. When you smile too easily at someone you love, you are handing them full certainty for free. And once certainty is given without effort, it is rarely valued the same way. This does not mean you hide your love. It means you stop broadcasting it involuntarily at every single moment without any restraint. The second reason is this: an easy smile signals low emotional investment risk, and paradoxically, that lowers your perceived value. This sounds counterintuitive, but it is deeply rooted in behavioral psychology. When you smile constantly and effortlessly at someone, you are signaling that this reaction costs you nothing, that your warmth is unconditional and unlimited regardless of how they treat you. But the human brain is wired to value what feels limited and to undervalue what feels unconditionally available. A person who smiles selectively, who reserves that specific warmth for specific moments, is communicating something powerful without saying a single word: that their positive emotion is not automatic. It is a response, not a default setting. And responses that are not automatic feel earned. Earned things are valued. Automatic things are assumed. The third reason is this: your face is often the first place your feelings leak before your words do. And that leak can shift the entire power balance of a relationship. In psychology, this is closely related to what's known as emotional leakage, the idea that our micro-expressions reveal true feelings faster than our conscious mind can control them. If you smile the instant someone you love walks into the room, speaks to you, or even glances at you, you are revealing the full weight of your emotional attachment before any real interaction has even happened. This isn't about manipulation, it's about awareness. Because relationships function best when both people are investing and revealing at a similar pace. When one person's face reveals everything instantly and unconditionally, it can unconsciously shift the relationship into an imbalance, where one person is emotionally exposed far earlier and far more completely than the other. Now here's the fourth reason, the one most people learn far too late. A constant smile can unconsciously train the other person to stop making effort, because they already know they have your full emotional reward regardless of what they do. This is one of the most overlooked dynamics in relationships. Human behavior, at its core, responds to reinforcement. If someone receives your warmest reaction every single time, regardless of their own effort, communication, or consistency, their brain quietly learns a simple lesson. I don't need to try harder because the reward is already guaranteed. This is not about playing games or being emotionally distant on purpose. It's about understanding that emotional reactions, like anything valuable, need occasional variation to remain meaningful. A love that is expressed with total predictability every single time, without exception, slowly loses its emotional weight. Not because the love is smaller, but because the expression became too easy to access. And now, the fifth and final reason, the one that brings this entire idea together. When you don't smile instantly, and instead hold a steady, composed expression before your real emotion shows through, you are demonstrating something deeply attractive: emotional self-control. Emotional self-control is one of the most quietly powerful traits a person can have in love because it signals maturity, security, and self-respect. A person who smiles at everything, all the time, unconditionally, can unintentionally appear emotionally dependent, as though their happiness is entirely tied to the other person's presence or approval. But a person who can hold their composure, who can look at someone they deeply love without instantly reacting, is signaling something far more powerful. I am whole on my own. My happiness is not entirely dependent on your validation in this exact moment. And ironically, this kind of quiet self-possession is one of the most magnetic qualities in any relationship, because it makes your eventual warmth, when you do choose to show it, feel infinitely more valuable. So let's bring this together. Never smiling instantly when you look at someone you love is not about coldness, and it is definitely not about playing games. It's about understanding 5 deep psychological truths. Mystery fuels desire more than certainty does. Selective warmth feels earned, while automatic warmth feels assumed. Your face often reveals your emotional state before your words can control it. Unconditional reward can quietly remove the incentive for continued effort. And emotional self-control signals a security that makes your love, when it is finally shown, feel far more meaningful. This is not about suppressing your love, it's about protecting its value, so that when you do smile at the person you love, it means something. It carries weight. It becomes a moment they actually notice, not something they've come to expect as background noise in every single interaction. Now I want to hear from you. Have you noticed this pattern in your own relationships, either in yourself or in someone you love? Drop a comment below and share your experience, because I personally read every single one, and your story might become the topic of next week's video. If this video gave you a new way to see love and attraction today, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button, tap like, and share this with someone in your life who needs to hear this exact message right now. This channel is built by this community, one video at a time, and I am genuinely glad you're here with us. I'll see